Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what's taking place for you this week. So for your key to the week, this week you have the World card. This is a change in status of some sort of kind for you. For a lot of you, I actually feel like this is about your relationship status. So if you are single, this is about you aligning with somebody. If you are partnered, this is about you deciding to get engaged. If you are already engaged, maybe you're deciding to get married, you know, maybe you're setting a date. There's something this week where you are crystallizing or concretizing some aspect of your life. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is very likely to be your relationships. Why do I say that? On the 5th of this month, there is a full moon solar eclipse, a full moon lunar eclipse that is conjunct the south node. Something about your relationships is about to evolve in a very big way, especially if you're an ascendant Gemini, because this is happening in your true 7th house. So it's going to be a really interesting week for you guys. For your actions and options, you have the Ace of Swords. This is about you making decisions to go in a new direction, right? This sees you very proactive. For a lot of you, this will be about your career. And I actually feel like you are finally going after something that you have been kind of not necessarily putting off, but it's almost like there's a part of you that's wanting to do something for quite some time, and you've kind of been telling yourself, you know what, this isn't the right time. It's not the right time to do it. And this week you're kind of saying, you know what, the change is the nature of life. I'm going for it. I'm going to make this happen. I'm moving in this direction because this is what feels right to me. And also, this is about you making a choice to be committed to something completely new, or welcoming or creating something new in your life. This is about you going after or going for what you want, especially when it comes to your career. This is a very focused, powerful week for you, where you are probably going in a different direction that is going to be a big part of what it is that you're doing from here on in. This week is going to have an echo of whatever it is that you set into motion this week. A month from now, you will start to see the results of. So pay attention. For your communications and conversations, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is beautiful, right? Because not only do you have the gift of the gab at the moment, Venus is currently in your sign. You know, she's all right, so she's retrograde, which is actually giving you a lot of brilliant ideas for redoing something, for repurposing something, for maybe traveling old ground. Now, with your Wheel of Fortune in your as it's your communications and your conversations, this could be a second chance energy that comes up for you. This could be a week where, especially with the Ace of Swords, where you decide to move in a certain direction when it comes to your career, when it comes to how you present yourself on the wider world stage in terms of your career. This is about you really making haste with something. And it's kind of like you saying, you know what, I'm going to make my own luck. And the way that I make my own luck is by really taking ownership of not only, you know, all of the skills that I have, but who I actually am. This week, it kind of feels like you're taking a really big gamble, but the gamble pays off. It's kind of like, you know, the universe is saying, you know, are you going to have the guts to jump? It's completely up to you. And this week you're going to kind of say to yourself, yeah, you know what, if it's you and me, universe, let's do it. I'm all in. Very, very exciting. For your money and materials, you've got the Fool card. All right, so look at this. The World card here is kind of shining on all of these, and it's giving that sort of grounded energy, but it's changing the energy, you know, that's been underlying them. Your money and materials, you're going in a new direction, in a completely different direction to what you've done before. It could be that whatever it is that you decide to go for, whatever it is that you decide to start presenting about yourself or sharing with the world, now you're going to start to see the results that come from that. When it comes to your money and materials and your finances, because new things, new streams of revenue are about to start opening up for you. And look at this again, right? A month from now, you are going to see some very physical, very real world, tangible results when it comes to your finances, of whatever it is that you're setting into motion this week. So I will personally be having my eye on the Geminis for the next month, because I'm really intrigued to see what it is that you're about to create. I have no doubt that it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. For your love and relations, you have the Two of Pentacles. So for those of you that are single, it looks like whoever it is that you've kind of been doing this dance with, right? You've been kind of umming and ahhing, like the two of you have been saying, you know, now's not the right moment, and and it kind of looks like this week, this is where it solidifies. This is that week where you guys kind of have the conversation and say, you know what, we've done this dance long enough. I am in. Are you in? If yes, then we're going to do this, and if not, then you know what, we'll go our separate ways. But because it falls underneath the Wheel of Fortune and it falls with the Fool card, this for me is the solidification of a new relationship. So for those of you that have recently met somebody, for now a lot of people will be like, oh, you know, it's a Venus retrograde, you shouldn't get into a relationship. I've had 2 relationships that started in Venus retrogrades, and granted they may not have lasted the whole of my life, but they were actually very good relationships. So you know what, I will take it. For those of you that are partnered, this looks like you and your partner are finally deciding to move off in that direction. Now for a lot of you, I actually feel like this has something to do with either travel or maybe some sort of a personal business. I do, not a personal business, is maybe that's a Freudian slip, who knows. I actually feel like this is something to do with either travel or something to do with your home environment. A lot of you could be deciding this week that you are ready to move. This doesn't necessarily say that you are moving this week, but this could be the week where you say, you know what, I think we're ready. This place has served its purpose. We're now ready to go on to wherever it is that we want to live next. Beautiful. I mean, this is going to be a really interesting week, and I actually feel like you're going to remember this one for a long time to come. Gemini, it is all you. If you are celebrating this week, a happy damn birthday to you. Remember to fill this entire, when your solar return hits, fill that day with everything that you want this entire year to bring you. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon.